This is an open letter to YouTube and an apology to my viewers, all wrapped up in one. It would seem that today's Kingdom Come Deliverance, episode 62, is probably going to be delayed, and I can't even tell you when it's going to come out. And if you're looking at the screen now, you might think to yourself, but wait, I can see 3 or 4 versions of it on screen, and you can. I've actually uploaded 4 versions of today's video, and I'm currently rendering a 5th version on my other machine. The problem is if I just open one up here, the processing is not finished. The processing is just not finished at all. If I press play, 1080p. We've got 1080p, and that is it. And this has been a problem for me for, well, a couple of months now, where I upload 1440p videos and they may not get 1440p resolution. Sometimes they'll get 1440p within 12 hours, sometimes it'll be 24 hours, sometimes it'll be 3 or 4 days, sometimes it will be never. I've had several videos where it's just never, and there's no indication as to which video is going to fail and which one will eventually get it, if it ever will. So all of the videos I'm uploading at the moment, there's no guarantee any of them will ever be 1440p, so there's no guarantee which of these will finally be released. Currently, my plan is to release whichever one's finished first, whether it's Skyrim or Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is probably going to mean for the next week or so, the release schedule may seem a little random, and that is purely because I'm at the mercy of the video processing. I'm trying to get ahead so that I am actually uploaded a few weeks in advance, but my system literally cannot upload and render fast enough. I'm still stuck trying to get today's video out. So 5th time it's re-rendering right now on my render rig. And remember, my render rig is very powerful. It is a Threadripper. It renders fast. But my render rig is 24/7 just redoing videos that seem to have failed, or maybe they've not failed, but they're taking the time. But I don't know which is which. What I can tell you is I'm fairly sure of the videos I've uploaded, at least half of them will probably fail to get 1440p. I've got one video, I've been leaving it. It's about 2 weeks now, and I've just left it there to see if it ever will get 1440p, but I doubt it at this point. 2 weeks is just too much. Essentially what I do is I wait for the first one to get 1440p, and then I delete the rest. That's how I have to do things now, because if I just upload all the videos in order, I'd end up having to post, like, you know, you'd get episode 30 of Skyrim before you got episode 27 and 28 or something like that, because that's where I'm at the moment. And it's more than a little frustrating. And I mean, YouTube, if you're listening, and I am going to try and spam your channels for this is annoying. 1440p should process in a timely fashion, or it should be a predictable. I mean, if it's 2 days, all right, you know, I can upload 3 and 4 days in advance. Not a problem. But 3 or 4 days is not a guarantee that I will get 1440p. But what's worse is not knowing. I mean, are these videos stuck at 1080p because they failed, or are they still processing? Nothing on your interface tells me that. I've tried the Studio Beta as well. Nothing tells me that there. It tells me HD, but it gets that if it's 720 or above. Nothing at a glance tells me even if I have 1440p, but it doesn't tell me if it's still processing. Once you've got the HD option, the processing is done. It's over, and I'm none the wiser. For all I know, all of these videos are now dead in the water. 1080p is all I'll ever get, and I'm going to have to hope one of these triggers the 1440p. Or maybe not. Maybe tomorrow one of these will drop at 1440p. I've got no idea. And this is the frustration, and this is what's causing me a lot of extra headache and work. I can tell you now, at least half of my time is spent doing this and not making new videos. Because I can't, here's the problem. I cannot just keep uploading the same video over and over again, because YouTube's system rejects it. It says this is a duplicate. I have to go along to the video, edit it ever so slightly, just a few frames, lengthen it, shorten it, and then re-render the whole thing. I have to sit there, and anyone who's ever rendered videos knows this takes a while. and then once it's finished, upload that. And then, just to be sure, if I usually upload 3 versions now, just to increase my chances of getting it out on time. And then I re-edit it and do the same thing. And it's not the codecs I'm using, because I'm using very standard codecs, but I've tried 3 different ones, and I get the same problem. I even tried upgrading from Sony Vegas 15 to 16, thinking perhaps there was a bug in 15. I didn't know. But no, same thing. And I mean, the fact that it works sometimes but doesn't work other times tells me pretty much it's not the codecs, it's not the settings I'm using. As I said, I'm uploading very high quality. I do know that. I upload for my Skyrim ones. I think the final renders something like 50 megabits per second, which is overkill, but I like to give YouTube the best possible quality video. I mean, there are probably people who upload way higher bit rates. Of course, it's a bit tough for me because I'm doing such long form content. But that's it. I don't have a video to release for today, and currently I don't have a video to release for tomorrow. And it's not because I'm not trying to upload them in advance, because I am. I've been uploading these videos for days now. I've been uploading them for 3 and 4 days just to get this. I have got videos actually for the next few weeks done. I could upload them. I could have them all uploaded and scheduled and ready to go. But I can't even upload those because I'm currently uploading today's video and tomorrow's video for the 4th and 5th time. Now, obviously, I really would like YouTube to fix this so I could just upload a video and just know it will eventually get 1440p. But in the meantime, I think there needs to be some enhancement to the interface. Now, I know any enhancements are going to be on the new beta rather than the classic, so something should be here. Something should be on the video itself or on this panel that shows me you've now got resolution A, B, and C, and we're still working on resolution D. Please wait. And if you could possibly give an ETA, just, hey, it's going to take 3 days, so at least I could plan, so at least I don't have to look at it and think, well, it might be broken. I better re-render. I better edit the file, re-render, and re-upload. If I could just look at it and think, oh no, that's failed, delete the video, and then upload the same video again and hope this time it succeeds, that would save me a huge amount of work. I mean, it would be stupid, because if the 1440p resolution processing fails, your system should detect it and then just reinitiate it. I mean, if I delete the file and re-upload the exact same source file and this time it works, it shows the problems at your end, so you should be able to detect it. But even if you can't, even if you just let me know you've failed to process it so I can just delete the video and re-upload, that would save me having to edit and re-render each and every time. That would save me so much time, so much effort, and it would mean I didn't have to have my render rig rendering 24/7. I dread to think what my electricity bill is going to be. It is going to be staggering. It really is. I'm just... Give us some indication of how the videos are doing. Let us know. Let us be able to see it and judge whether or not it's time to just abandon that video and re-upload another one, or perhaps just know, okay, this one's not going to be ready for a day or so. I'll release one of my other videos and I'll redo my timetable. Because at the moment, I'm having difficulty making a consistent timetable with consistent quality, because it's almost like I have to choose now between, well, this one's not 1440p. I'll release it at 1080p. They'll just have to put it with a lower quality. That's not consistent. It's not good to have, a playlist that's 1440p and then videos in it that are 1080p, because people get used to a certain quality. And I render and set my darkness and color levels for a certain bit rate. Because obviously for different resolutions, there are probably different optimal settings, both in-game and the way you record and render. And I do a lot of videos where there's quite a lot of dark areas, and the extra bandwidth you get on 1440p is important. It really helps. For those of you who are watching who don't watch these videos on 1440p because you've got a 720 or a 1080p monitor, if you've got the bandwidth, try watching them on 1440p. They are much clearer. They are much better quality, even though you don't have the resolution to actually see it in its resolution. It's counterintuitive, but 1440p is better quality, even if you don't have the monitor to see the resolution itself. It's all to do with the bandwidth. So I need to keep the quality consistent. I really do. So then I could say, right, well, I'm not going to release this video. I'll release another one that's ready. But then my timetable's not consistent. And at the moment, I don't actually have anything to release that's 1440p. Which is stupid because I am so far ahead. In the 2 playlists I've got currently, I am weeks ahead. I could upload a couple of weeks worth of videos minimum, probably more, actually definitely more, and schedule them. But I can't because I'm literally rendering and uploading the same videos over and over and over again, and it is frustrating. YouTube, if you can't fix the render problems, the processing problems, at least give us some indication of how our videos are doing, and more importantly, have they failed or are they still going?